Welcome back to my channel. It's Canadian Retro. I know it's been a long time since my last video here, and I have to apologize for that in a way, just because life's been a little bit hectic. For some of you that might know this already, I'm an online teacher, so I've just really not been in the mood to be in front of the camera that much, to be honest, just because my daily job, I'm in front of a camera all day long, and it's been very difficult at the end of the day not to have that sort of computer burnout kind of thing. And that's what's been happening with me a lot, and just haven't been able to, just because of that. It's just been sort of a mental block for me. So hope you can sort of, understand where I'm coming from on that. And that's just like the nature of the beast, basically, when it comes to that. But I'm back again, and hopefully I can start making a few more videos here. Definitely coming up when sort of the online teaching stuff has ended for the summer, I'll probably be doing a lot more with the channel kind of thing. And for those of you that were sort of used to multiple uploads a week, I'm really sorry about that, obviously. But I do have quite a few things that I've picked up. And some of it I'm a little hazy on, because I can't even barely remember when I picked them up specifically, but some of them still have price tags on them, so that's a pretty good deal right there. I'll probably get a few of these wrong as far as like those kind of details. But the first thing, I wanted to show you a couple of gifts and prize winnings and things like that I've gotten recently. And one of the first ones here I got was from the Retro Rivals, which, if you have not checked out Retro Rivals channel, you need to do that. I'll put links down below. Really hilarious, great channel, lots of energy and a love for video games, and probably an underappreciated channel, and I think you should jump in a little bit more and go check it out if you haven't already. But the thing that happened here was I won a contest, and they sent me this game, so really cool. And that's Paper Mario Origami King. So it was a contest they were having on their channel for reaching a milestone. It's been so long, I don't even remember what that milestone was, but I didn't have this in the collection, so I'm super pumped to get that and add that in, obviously, and obviously get a chance to play it, because I haven't even opened it yet, even though that contest I think was quite a while back now. It's one of the sort of oldest things that I've had here. This one here actually comes from little brother who has changed his channel name to Segablocks, or I believe maybe it's a new channel, I'm not sure. I'm subscribed to both anyways. Put these up, got them I think pretty cheaply for himself, and decided to pass his sort of luck along, I guess. I'm not really sure about all the details around it, but he had a bunch of copies of this and offered to send me one, and I'm more than greatly appreciated. And something that I really need to get back into is doing trades. I do have quite a pile of stuff that I could be trading off to people here, and considering the fact that conventions are closed and those kind of things, it'd be nice just to do that kind of trade action thing that hasn't to keep those games kind of flowing and moving out there. But needless to say, let me jump into what he sent me here, and he sent me this entirely for free, which I really appreciated, because I don't think it was cheap to ship, especially to Canada, since he's in the States. But that's Demon Souls on the PS5. Now, I don't have a PS5 yet. I don't even have a PS4 for that matter, but I have been grabbing the games and things like that when I do see them, in case I come across a system on the cheap or a good deal, or I have enough points somewhere or whatever. And this is an awesome title, so thank you very much to Segablocks for hooking me up with that. Couple of things I found thrifting that aren't really video games necessarily. I mean, they've been made into video games, but they're not really. I found these two Scott Pilgrim books. I found this one is just called One, I guess. And then there's one here that's called Five. I picked these up just because I'm kind of interested. I know I've checked out the movie before. I never really read any of the comics, so I'm gonna probably start with this one here, and obviously I need to find the ones in the interim before I get to Five. But I thought, because they're hardback kind of ones and pretty good scores, I think I paid like a couple of bucks each for these. I'm pretty sure at the counter they thought I was going to find out what they wanted for them. It was at Value Village, but they didn't have the stickers and stuff on them. And when I took them up, I think she looked at it and like, oh, they're comics, and then charged me like $1 something each for them. So that was really cool, because usually if they went off the sort of sticker price, these would have been like $7 or $8, and I probably would have just said no at that price. But because they charged me for comic books, I was like, yeah, I'm in. So I definitely scored on that one. Moving right along here again, since we're talking about not necessarily video game related things, also at a Value Village, and I used a discount on this, and I don't totally recall how much the discount was for, but I think this came out to about $25, which this goes for way more than $25, even though it's a little older technology as far as remotes go, but it's a Logitech Harmony 1, and as far as I can tell, I haven't opened it yet, but neither has anybody else from what I can see. So $25 like in total for a brand new Harmony 1. I have the older ones, I think they're called 520s or something like that. They're Logitech 520, I think that's what they are. And they're great remotes. I've been using them for years. A friend got me one years ago, and you know, I used it as like my main kind of thing, and I've bought multiple of those in the past kind of thing. But this one here is even though it's an older one, it's definitely an upgrade, and pretty pumped that I'm finally showing it to you so I can take it out of the box and hook it up to my TV downstairs, because that's going to be an awesome remote for the television. Getting into like some more AV kind of stuff, and I can't remember which one of these Longshot brought to me, but he brought up an AV connector that I wasn't able to get here in Canada. The company that, you know, was selling them on eBay doesn't ship to Canada, so it was kind of weird. But I can't remember which one of these he brought me, but it's one of these two. This one here is a component video selector, and I'm trying to think that this is probably the one that he brought me, because it was the component one I was really after. Just because I do have the tube TV now in the game room, and I'm really trying to figure out what's going on here. I have an electrician coming, or not electrician, but someone I know who, you know, works on houses and stuff like that, is going to check out the outlet, because one of the outlets in the game room doesn't work after they did the construction on this house. It used to work before that, so he's going to see if it's just unhooked or something, come in and fix it. I don't mess with electrical, so I'm glad that he's going to do that. And once I do that, then I got all this stuff to set up, because I want to get that CRT set up, and I have a little nook and everything, and I'll show you when I get everything sort of said and done what I do with that corner. I'm really pumped about it. I'm going to hook up a whole bunch of retro systems. So I got the component one here, and then I've also got like the regular kind of AV style, the composite video one right here, which this one holds 8, and I think this one holds 3 or 4. Yeah, this one holds 3, which should be more than enough to hook up like a PS2 and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really going to put like all the retro stuff onto a CRT, and I'm really pumped about being able to do that. Along the same lines, I also found one of these, and these are pretty pricey actually when you like try to find things like this, which is another component selector. This one's the Philips one. It's a powered one as well, so it has a, you know, cord that plugs in. I think this AC adapter I might have added. I think I just found this kind of thing, the unit, but I didn't find the AC adapter. But now I do have one, because obviously I've got tons of AC adapters lying around. I never throw away anything. So, but you can see I paid $6 for that, and these things go for way more than that. It's also got, on the back, it's got, I think it's got here 3 on the back and then 1 on the front, where you can plug in those kind of things. So I'm fairly set up, I think, for getting the hookups that I need in order to set up my little nook here that I'm doing. Moving right along from there, I picked up another webcam, because this was on a good deal. I think it was about like $30 off or whatever, and webcams are a little hard to find sometimes, especially with all the online thing going on right now. They're just really difficult. I can't remember what I paid for it, but I think it was like $50 or $60, which this usually goes for 80 to 90 in Canada. Remember, I'm talking Canadian prices, obviously, but it's an Avermedia live streamer Cam 313, which is one I use daily. It's the one that I've switched to. I used to have like a Logitech type of one, but this one got amazing reviews, and has a few, I think, just, it's a better price point, I think, than the Logitech stuff, and really it's a great camera, so I picked that one up. I think that was from Best Buy. Local Facebook deal, because I've still been trying to find things out there. I had nothing crazy right here, because it's sort of loose disc and missing disc kind of things, but for $10 I picked up loose copies of, let's see, this is Parasite Eve Disc 2. So if someone has a Disc 1 and they're missing a Disc 2, let me know. Pick that up. This is all 4 of these discs were $10, so I thought, you know, for $2.50 each, why not? This was Final Fantasy 9. So that's pretty cool right there. That's the Disc 1, and then there's Disc 3 and there's Disc 4. Unfortunately, you know, it's missing Disc 2, but not a big deal. But again, $10 for the 4 discs. I thought, yeah, why not? I'll do that. This, I don't really know if this was part of it or not. It was in my pile of things that I needed to show you, so I'm not really sure if it is. That's how long it's been, but I did find a GameCube controller. I'm pretty sure that did come from the first shop, but anyway, I'll show it to you. It's just a black GameCube controller. No big deal. Probably paid like $5 for it if I did, but there's no price tag on it right now. Also picked this up, and I can't remember if I've shown this before, so forgive me if I have. But it's the Gears of War Xbox 360 controller, and I'm always looking for, like, you know, good Xbox 360 controllers. This one's in really great shape, and I paid, I think, $9 for it, but I had some discount. I think it was the same time I bought that Harmony one, so I got like a discount on this as well. So probably around like $6 kind of thing, and really cool because I didn't have that version of the Xbox 360 controller. Speaking of Xbox type of stuff, I also picked up one of these, which is one of the AV cables, like I was saying, that'll hook up to the component, which is really cool because now I can hook like an Xbox up to, you know, the CRT, and I also have the ability to hook it up to my, you know, HD TV as well. Which the reason why I'm sort of pumped about that was getting into this. I bought on eBay as a sort of gift to myself just because nothing was going on, nothing was open, and I was just like, you know what, I want to add something to the collection kind of thing at that point, just because it's been like massive shutdowns here. Is I went online and I picked up a copy of House of the Dead 3. Unfortunately, I don't have the gun controllers for this. I really want to get them. But, you know, not too bad of a deal right there. I had contacted somebody locally to get, you know, a copy of this game, and they didn't really get back to me, so I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna buy it online and we're good to go, sort of thing. And then the guy got back to me. So I think I paid like 20 or something like that for this online, and I paid for 15 locally. But, you know, I'm happy to, and obviously I'll move one of the copies along to somebody else that, you know, it'll find a good home kind of thing, and I'll get the best of both worlds out of both of these. So that wasn't too bad, though. It's just kind of funny because I was looking for it, and then all of a sudden, again, I got a copy of it right when I found it. I've been looking for it for a long time, so I'm pretty happy, and like I said, I can hook that up to the CRT as soon as I get those guns. You know, I'll be playing House of the Dead 3 on the CRT TV. I know there's other ways to play it, but I really would like to play it on the OG Xbox. Something that was on sale, and I think this was like 10 or 15 bucks when I found it, was the Collection of Mana. This was at Walmart really cheaply, like in a cheapo discount kind of bin, and I was like, yep, I'm all over it. So I grabbed that for the Switch, and definitely an awesome find right there. The next one here is a Facebook deal I did. This was pretty recent, so I do remember this more specifically. I met up with a lady who had a few games listed, and she's just like $5 each, and that's kind of, you know, that's sort of like what I like to pay for video games. Obviously, when I'm out thrifting and things, that's where it's sort of at this point. And there's no $2 games anymore, kind of thing, in my world anyway. But there's 2 games here that I wanted to add to the collection, and I wanted upgrades for other copies of these games. So I got 4 games. It was 20 bucks. I thought it was a pretty good deal. First in here is Pirates of the Caribbean, which I think is a pretty decent game, despite you know, not being, I don't think, super valuable, but it's in really great shape. I mean, all the discs and everything are generally in wonderful shape here. Yeah, like it's pretty mint kind of deal. So, you know, I was willing to pay $5 for that because I did not have that yet. I also did not have this, and it's also a pretty cool game. I checked it out before I bought it, and it's like a survival horror type of style of thing, and obviously based off of a Keanu Reeves movie, which is Constantine. So I thought that was kind of neat. And again, like, I'm not going to sit here showing you all the disc conditions because I know they're already mint because I already checked them out before I bought them. This is one that's an upgrade for me, and this is one of my favorite games. So is the next one here on the original Xbox, is Dungeons and Dragons Heroes. This is a really fun dungeon crawler. I've beaten this on a live stream. I'm fairly certain I live streamed this one. I know I did the other one, but this one here, pretty cool. And mine was missing the manual, so this one has it, and now I can complete my copy of that. And also, my copy of Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance was missing its manual too, so now I have it complete, which is, I'm super pumped about it because it is one of my favorite games, as well as all these Dungeons and Dragons games, including Baldur's Gate 2, which I do have on the original Xbox as well. Super pumped about those games, really enjoy them, and I can go back and replay them. I really do enjoy them, although it doesn't have, I guess, tons of replayability because it's fairly predictable after you play through them, but I still enjoy it. It's still fun hack and slashy kind of stuff. And then also from a previous video, I know this is kind of getting a little bit long here, but a previous video I picked up a whole bunch of PS3 moves and everything, and then I went back a few days later and I found this one, and this is what I was looking for because I was missing one of the wands. So pretty cool right there. It was $9, but I do believe I also got a discount on this. I think it was a couple bucks off, so about $6. And these are going pretty decently still these days in price, so I was more than happy to pay for that. Walking into a thrift shop, I think I probably paid full price. Maybe I got a discount, I can't remember. This one here is Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, and this one was $5.99, so around around $6 plus tax. Pretty cool. It's all complete, and I'm trying to remember if I had this one or not, but if I do, it'll get moved forward, kind of thing. I also at the same time picked up the Warriors, and I do remember this now because there was somebody else going through the video games before I got there, and I don't know how they missed this one, but this one goes for a pretty decent amount too. And they were picking out some games that I definitely would have avoided. So I don't know if they know what they're doing, but they totally missed out on that one, and their loss is my gain. And then the last two games that I have to show you, I told you there's a lot of things here, that's why I've been kind of going real fast through this, but I picked up this, and I totally don't remember how much it cost when I picked it up, but I think I picked it up thrifting. I picked up a copy of Life is Strange for the Xbox One. I don't know how useful this kind of stuff is when there might be like updates and things like that. It has the PEGI info on it, so I think it's the Euro one, but whatever, those things aren't region locked, so that's perfectly fine. And then I also picked up a copy of Doom, which is pretty cool because I've never played this version yet, and still looking for Xbox Ones and PS whatevers, but still a cool deal, and I think it was like around $5 for each of those, so pretty cool all around. That's the pickups this time around. I know it's been a long time, there's a lot of stuff to go through there, but thanks for sticking with me. Thank you for obviously still following the channel and everything like that. Please thumbs up the video, comment down below, and I'll see you all later.